Hi, friends, and welcome to day 2 of our 3-day challenge, Learn to Love Social Media for Business Owners. Yesterday was such a blast. We had a fun time talking about many different ways to change, upgrade, refresh our Instagram, the tips and tools that make the algorithm push us a little further to the top, that allow people to see us a little bit more. Hello, everyone. For those who do not know me, I'm Coach Allison Todd. I'm an operations and digital growth strategist. I help micropreneurs scale their teams and their profits through operations and digital marketing strategies. What that means is I spend a lot of time, myself and my team, working with clients so that they can tell their story in the digital marketing space. That doesn't just stop at social media. It includes their blogs, their newsletters, there's special events, PR releases, and more. But what I have learned in every single space is that there's always more to learn. So yesterday I shared with people how I have been in business. I'm going to date myself since before social media was ever here. So I am an early adopter of LinkedIn. Facebook, I wasn't sure that I was going to join. Back when in the very beginning, it was heavy college students. And I think that came directly from how the platform started in a college experience with a college student. So a lot of colleges were on it, and I thought, well, I'm past that point. And then, so I was not an early adopter in Facebook, but I quickly did jump onto the Facebook Gotta Have It. When Instagram came, I thought, well, we can't stop here. We got to keep growing. Snapchat, sometimes, I was more into Snapchat for the video, for the reels, and then Instagram came and did that too. So I'm back over to Instagram, not using Snapchat, but LinkedIn has always been a place for me to start a conversation, connect with professional people, share more about my business and my professional mindset. So it's like mega networking in a huge platform with tons of people that have tons of interest. All I have to do is match their interest with mine, and then boom, we've got something going. At least we've started our relationship. Now, Twitter for me was super fun, and I hear a lot of people yesterday saying that Twitter was something they couldn't get into, and that's because Twitter is more like, I liken it to trying to have a conversation during a concert. No one can hear you. You got to scream loud. People are really trying to hear other things. And how do you get what you're saying to become a conversation for someone else to take interest, etc. Now, a lot of people are still, so Twitter was, I'm testing my math, but I want to say Twitter was around before Facebook. And if I'm wrong, then no one, charge it to my head, not my heart, because I'm not Googling while I'm here talking to you. Anyway, long story short, we talked about all of the channels yesterday. I gave the participants a choice of whether or not they wanted to do day 3 with Twitter or Facebook groups. And what I found is that there was an even mix. So some people wanted to do Twitter, but everyone knew that eventually they need a Facebook group. So on the 3rd day, we're going to stick to our plan and do Facebook groups. Today, we're going to do LinkedIn. So if you don't know, a refresh, every day for the 3-day challenge at noon, I pop into a digital space, which you can access via your registration email, and then we have a session. So we talk a little bit, we introduce ourselves, we network a little bit, we learn a little bit more about LinkedIn, and today we're going to do some interactive applications. So I'm going to pull up the screen, share LinkedIn with you, and then everyone can kind of get on their own LinkedIn while we're talking. It lasts about an hour, 15 minutes, depending on the audience's participation. But after the event, so many goodies. So yesterday I gave away a session to each participant who signed on, an additional session to each participant who signed on so that we could review the work they were doing. I released the Learn to Love ebook series, which I'm really proud of. Can't wait for you to take a look and let me know. And what else? There was, and the replay from the session. So if people weren't able to take notes, all they had to do was press play again and watch from the comfort of their own home. There were some people who were driving and doing things which I fully expected. It's the day after Christmas, but at the same time, this is the only time that I could give it to you. So I wanted to serve in every way that I could with my gifts and my expertise in a time that wasn't compromised by other priorities. The team's off, everyone's off. until the beginning of the year. And while it's just me and you and us, well, you're not here in the house, but me and you here on YouTube in this video, while it's just me and you, I thought, why not share the things that come naturally, share the things that I'm often sharing with other clients, and show you guys how to get your social media going, especially as business owners, right? So we're not just on social media showing you what we do and who we are and who we serve. We're there for a purpose. We want you to understand our expertise so that if you are our ideal client, right, you'll click or you'll scroll or you'll save or you'll post or you'll share, and then we begin a relationship. And ultimately, that is the secret, guys. This is not this is about social media, but in social media and everything we do in business, ultimately it's about building relationships. So how can you build a relationship in a digital space with your platform to serve your goal and the goal of your audiences? And that's why we're here. So welcome to day 2. My name is Allison Todd. I'm an operations and digital growth strategist. I help micropreneurs scale their teams and their profits through operation and digital marketing strategies. That means, in short, I'm doing all things digital marketing, all things that reference to your team and your operations. How do we automate things? How do we take the time that you're spending on certain tasks and automate those so you can spend more time in the things that are building your business, growing your revenue, and scaling? So that's why we're here. I am offering this free course for the 3-day challenge in the last week of December before I launch it next year as a part of my digital shop. And you guys get to be the first to experience it and all the goodies that come with it. So welcome to day 2. Day 2 is all about LinkedIn, but LinkedIn is a little bit different based upon what your business is, what your user friendliness is, what your network looks like. A lot of people are like, isn't LinkedIn closed on Sunday? Someone said that to me and I just chuckled. No, it is where it is the new, and I don't know, I don't know if you guys, if you're listening and you've touched a newspaper before it went all digital, it's that morning newspaper coffee chat that happens that allows you to read what other people are doing, what other people are thinking, and what they're showcasing. Everyone's got a story, everyone's got a place. I just hope that what we're doing helps you find it. And if not, I'm here. So I also shared with all the participants that during this 3-day session, I have made myself digitally available. I take that back. I've made myself and my team digitally available. So if you email or you text and you have a question, we are readily available to answer so that you can figure out what you're doing and keep growing. And that is not something that I've ever done. And yes, the team is wondering, well, don't they get off too? Absolutely. After day 3 of the challenge. So today is more a free thinking space. As I shared, you will do, and I'm gonna pull up your plan for today. I'm gonna attach this video to your plan for today so that you're able to know, but today is more of a flex. You'll follow the same procedures. So there's 3 posts, morning, afternoon, evening. But instead of me telling you what you'll post, I'll give you a list of things you can choose from. One of my favorites is the handwritten thank you note on a Post-it. I love a good Post-it, and then I love to post it. Okay, I may only be finding myself funny because it's a little early and we're just getting started, and I don't know what you guys are doing out there, but I'm super excited to see you at noon in our session. And if I don't, as you know, the next day will follow. You'll get a video, you'll get an email, and you'll get all the goodies that the participants who came to the 12 o'clock session will get. Today's about LinkedIn. We'll touch on your portfolio, your profile, and all of the components of that, because your profile is your first stop, right? It's not something to be taken lightly. It needs to have everything that your audience would like for you to have. So how do they contact you? Who are you? What do you do? Et cetera, et cetera. So with no further ado, welcome to day 2. Can't wait to see you. We're going to get totally interactive in LinkedIn today. We're going to open up our accounts and do some things, experiential learning while we're in the session, and kind of make some changes happen, take down some notes. But the good part is everything that I share today about LinkedIn, when the session's over, I will update the ebook that you have, throw in the LinkedIn section, and by day 3, you'll have all 3 sessions in your ebook. So you can walk away and keep going and doing what you're doing, because you'll also have the videos that instruct you how to do things. Thank you so much for participating. I can't wait to hear what you thought about the 3-day session. And if you'll do me a favor and go ahead and post your first post for today, don't forget, you can do either Instagram or LinkedIn. Make sure you're using the hashtag 2020 learn to love, or tag me. I'd love to see what's happening. I'm giving away some good stuff out of my client gift closet every single day at the end of every session. This is meant to be the fun, interactive time for you, for me, for us. See you really soon.